Hi, welcome to the Mona Lisa Life. We promote, encourage, and train singers. What we're talking about today is how you can take advantage of Zoom to create the best environment for yourself, either as a teacher or you as a singer, so that you're producing consistently the best sound with the least amount of interruptions. And we're going to talk about a lot of technology things that you may already have, perhaps a couple things that you want to add to your arsenal so that you can create the best videos possible. I'm behind the camera so that I can show you some of the different tools that I have set up. On my left is a little tabletop tripod, and I have a phone. It's not a great phone, it's just an old iPhone, and I have that set up so that I can see my keyboard. I temporarily have it muted because I don't want the feedback, but it allows me a visual for the piano. And of course, if I'm going to run audio from there, like I'm sitting at the piano teaching or we're echoing, everything comes right from there. I have a Bose speaker. I don't use it because I don't want to have external sound other than what's going through the Zoom interface. There are a few exceptions in which case I need it. Maybe I'm making a recording for somebody and I mute my student and say, hey, just a minute, and I'll make a really down and dirty voice memo and I will play on my Bose. My iPad just went dark, but that's my interface, usually to share my screen, and I'm going to show you that in a minute, but that's where I run. My music is annotated in a Fourscore app. You can also use iBooks or any PDF file you like to use. If you have a tablet that's not an iOS device, absolutely, you can use that. You can run Accompanist through there for your accompaniments, YouTube, etc., etc. And then I have my my big iMac on top of my piano. And there's a couple things that are really critical. You want whatever you're producing, to come through an external mic. That mic, and this is just a Snowball mic, it's an older one. It's plugged in to the back of my computer. It's coming in on a USB port because I want my sound to come in through Zoom. There's a lot less feedback. Now, you might also find that you need to wear headphones. If you have questions about how to set up your microphone, now is a good time to comment and say, hey, how do I set my microphone up on my device? They're all a little bit different, but so many of them are just plug and play, and your device or the app will say, hey, do you want to use this mic that you just plugged in? And of course your answer is yes, I do. I really, really do. Okay, your students or your singers, whoever's on the other end, if they are singing for you, playing an instrument, please encourage them, if at all possible. They really do want an external microphone as well. It makes a really big, big difference. And then they're going to run their sound through Zoom. They're going to check on share screen, and then they're going to check the box that says share my sound. That way they can hear the sound coming through the computer, and it's shared with you without the distortion of it being an auxiliary or outside sound source. They need headphones, whoever that second singer is. Otherwise, that sound is going to go back and forth between all these devices, between all the congesting on the internet, and yuck. So I want to share my screen with you so you can see the three different guests, if you will, at my Zoom meeting before my students even get on. So right here, I have my piano, my keyboard. Of course, this is the computer that you're looking at, so this is the live feed. And then over here, this is my tablet. In my case, it's my iPad, and I can go back and forth. And whether I'm annotating music, which I can do in real time, you know, I can mark stuff up, and of course, I can mark it up really big if we need to, and it shows right up there on the screen. I typically run YouTube from here because this is the same audio source as Zoom, but I could do it from there if I want to. Sometimes if I want to do something like Accompanist, I do need to run it from my tablet because it's not available as an option to do on my computer, in which case when I do that, I might, if I get feedback, go in here and I might have to just mute this on my main device. But I can play this And of course I turned my sound off. I don't have it hooked up to my Bluetooth. I might do that as an option, but because I have my USB microphone right there, I'm pretty confident that it's going to pick up and my students are going to get a pretty good sound without my overloading them with a whole lot of data through a big speaker. Thanks. So I'm going to share with you some of the things that are options on your iPad. So, you know, right now I have Fourscore open. I have Notability because I was just doodling. I have a piano app. I have Tenuto. I was doing some ear training. And I also have YouTube open. But these are all some of the types of apps that I use and that perhaps you use as well. So if I'm in Zoom and I need to share this, I'm going to hit join a meeting. I'm going to join my default meeting. But before I do that, I want to click don't connect to audio. And I'm going to join my meeting, my personal meeting room. Come on now, buddy. Okay. And now you can see that here I am. I'm in my meeting and I'm going to hit share content and I'm going to hit screen and start my broadcast. Now anything on my iPad I can share with my students. By the way, you want to hit do not disturb before you do this because they don't need to see your text messages. So now you can see on my big screen over here as well, this is my Mac and this is what the students are seeing. They're just seeing that ghosted out screen. So I can now share anything I'm doing. So if I'm in Fourscore, bam. So I got somebody that's working on something from Little Women and there's the score, and I got another student that's doing some ear training, and so we're doing some interval training in Tenuto, and I can share that with them. And I have somebody that wants to see something on YouTube. We're talking about major 7th chord, so I played Color My World by Chicago. But it's great to have this interface right here. Your students get it. It's direct sound and everything's right there. If I need to go to the piano, I'm already set up for my piano, and I think that device probably just already went to sleep, but you can see I can go over here and we're good to go, and I can wake this little guy up. By the way, that's a setting you can change on your phone. You can just, you know, put under display that you don't want your screensaver to ever come on, and it'll just stay open. So those are some tips to help you manage your Zoom interface if you are a singer or a teacher of singers, or you're just making music, whatever your instrument is, and you want the best quality sound at both ends. If you like our channel and we can be of help to you, please subscribe, ring the bell, give us a thumbs up. We'd love to hear from you. If you have comments on how you're using Zoom, please let us know. Have a great day.